What is up, everybody? Welcome to Fridays with the Couch. How's everybody doing? It is obviously week 16, crunch time. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to go over the news for today, Friday, and maybe we'll head on over to Drafters and do some snake drafts, maybe even some pick 'em contests. Fix the beard a little bit. Let me see. Oh yeah, that fixed it. There we go. A little bit more tame. Oh yeah, there we go. But we are ready to go. Let me know in the chat. Say what's up. See how everybody is doing. Oh, I was going to email you. So you joined Discord, King Jim. What you got to do is go to the welcome channel. Let me see. I could probably bring this up actually. Little Discord tutorial. By the way, guys, if it's your first time on here, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you subscribe, bell notifications on. Don't miss future live streams like this one. Let me see. Yeah, I think we can do like a little live tutorial for you. I want you to get the most out of Discord. Yeah, here we are. Let's get a little live look right here. All right, yeah. So you're in the Discord. What you want to do is go to the welcome channel. So that's all you really have. You only got a couple channels. Go to the welcome channel. Make sure you got the Discord app. You can get it on desktop or on your phone, but definitely download the app. And then you're going to read all the rules. Don't be annoying, all this stuff. And then you're going to hit that green check mark. Then you'll get access to all the cool channels, such as pets, where you can see my pet dog, Debo. There we go. All right. So a little Discord tutorial for you. And welcome to the Couch family. Welcome to the Discord. Let me post the news on Instagram really quick. My Instagram stories. Okay. Just posted that fresh off the press. All right. Posted the news to IG stories. There we go. All right. Val, what's up, man? Who else is in here? Nitro in the building. Greg, NS, what's up, guys? Search and Kill. Schultz or Waller? I'm going to go with Schultz on that one. What's up, Twitch fam? What's going on? Got Val in the building. All right, I'll answer some questions, then we'll do the news. All right, let me knock these out. Sub Couch, choose 3 out of the 4 players to start: Eckler, Ramondre, and or Zeke. So obviously, I'm not going to tell you to bench Eckler. You could have left that one out to simplify things. You could have done some of the work for me there. So obviously, Eckler's a start. Saquon's a start, and we're going Ramondre. I need to know your other choices, Val. Let me know all your choices for running back or flex. I mean, I need to decide between a certain player, but in a nutshell, yes, we are starting Ken Walker. What we need to do is tomorrow morning read all the news, and we'll see if there's any legitimate reporters saying, all right, he's going to get a full workload. He's doing okay. Because right now, he hasn't practiced at all this week. It's been probably because of rest. So there are a couple things that's bad with Ken Walker. Number one, he's not 100%. Number two, the game could be a blowout at the end where DJ Dallas and Travis Homer would play a lot more. And why would they risk Ken Walker? Season's kind of over. Like with this loss incoming, it's basically over. Ken Walker's hurt. Like they probably wouldn't play Ken Walker in the fourth quarter, even if he's relatively healthy. So there are some cons with this. Um, yeah, for me, I'd start Ken Walker if he's healthy, if he's good. So as of right now, you're starting Ken Walker. And if for some reason some reports are saying like he's limited, he's this and that, he's not looking good, then your second choice would be Dobbins. Me in week 16, if Ken Walker is playing and I don't hear any bad news tomorrow, because remember they play tomorrow morning, Seahawks Chiefs, go Ken Walker. I'd rather lose with Ken Walker in my lineup than not. Thank you for the donation, Val. Okay, went Schultz. We did a Discord tutorial. Nice. Starting out with the brown nosing before the question. That always works well. It's a smart move. It's a great sales move. This is a great move in real life. Respect and brown nosing. Amon Ra. Well, we got to start Amon Ra regardless, so that's a must start. And then the second player is going to be between Ramondre, Montgomery, McKinnon, or Dobbins. Wow, these are some really good guys here to pick from. I think we'll go with Ramondre. Yeah, let's go Ramondre. Dobbins too. Yeah, let's go Ramondre. Ramondre plays early Saturday, and we're definitely starting Amon Ra. Got to figure out my QB situation with Hurts out, Purdy, Minshew, Danny Dimes, Aaron Rodgers. My option. Oh, everyone has like the same question this week with quarterbacks. It's funny, but this guy said Aaron Rodgers, and that's like unexpected. Like because the last 2 weeks I've been getting like the same exact questions. Everyone's asking about Garrett Wilson, Bam Knight. Everyone's asking about Dobbins. Everyone's asking about QBs because everyone who has Jalen Hurts is in the playoffs. That's basically a must. Like if you got Jalen Hurts, you're in the playoffs right now, and he's hurt. So I'm going Aaron Rodgers. I think that's very cool that you have Aaron Rodgers as an option because most people that have Jalen Hurts don't have that option with Rodgers. I think we're looking, and we got the lines up right here. I got it up right here. Let me refresh this just to make sure we're looking at the latest lines, NFL lines. So the highest, so 49.5 for the Chiefs game, 49.5 for the Giants Vikings, and 50 over under for the Packers Dolphins. And that's going to be one of the closest game out of those three that I just listed, right? Yeah. So we're looking at a close game and a shootout. So the highest scoring game of this week, and out of the higher scoring games, it's going to be the closest. And Packers are a little bit underdog. So that means the Packers may have to throw more than they usually do just to keep up with the high scoring game, and then throw a little bit more again in the fourth quarter to try and score and come back with limited time. So let's go Aaron Rodgers, man. I really like Aaron Rodgers as a guy. There's just these guys that I'd rather go out with. Right? I'd rather go out starting Ken Walker. I'd rather go out starting Aaron Rodgers. Guys like that. All right, man. Hope you beat your brother. This guy says Daniel Jones. He would be my second choice. But he's actually pretty close with Minshew, actually. So out of these options, I would not go with Brock Purdy. I think it's actually really close between Danny Dimes, Aaron Rodgers, and Minshew. So this guy is saying, go with Danny Dimes. I love it, but if the Giants had better wide receivers and they were healthier, I would go Danny Dimes. But right now, it is Aaron Rodgers. His wide receivers are way more healthy. Way more healthy. Who should I start? Dobbins, Christian Watson, DJ Moore, or Rashad White? Full PPR. Some great options there. Yeah, let's go with DJ Moore. I agree with you this time. Oh, bro, if you think I remember your lineup, I think I remember what we're talking about. But I'm telling almost everyone to start Goodwin. So I don't know. You got to ask your question again. I don't. Yeah, I have no idea what we're talking about. I mean, I do remember you joined the Discord and you emailed me. That's all I remember. And you showed me your lineup. Mike Evans or Amari Cooper. Go with Mike Evans. My QBs are Justin Herbert, ABD Fields. I don't know what that means. Okay. Waller. Okay, so this is for your flex. Waller, Chris Moore, Russell Gage, or Doves. No tight end premium. Is Julio playing? If Julio is playing, you can't start Russell Gage. And if Brandon Cooks is playing, we don't want to start Chris Moore. So it's between Dubs and Waller. I think Dubs has the safest floor. Yeah, that's a tough one there. But you want to keep tabs on stuff like that. Julio Jones looks like he's playing though, and that's Monday night anyway. So I guess we'll take off Russell Gage. Brandon Cooks, that's important to keep up with. Brandon Cooks is questionable, so is Chris Moore. What's his name? Even have. Oh, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong stuff. Yeah, I'd go with Dubs. Start the Browns defense, bench the Chargers D. Fitzmagic got nothing on couch. Hey, he actually does have something on couch. We're both tight. We're both. I love Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's so crazy. It took me so long to figure out his real name because everyone just calls him Fitzmagic. It's dang. Like I haven't referred to him by his normal name in a while. I benched Ingram. I'm sorry, man. This week's not going my way so far. Luckily, it's only been one game. Last week, I gave out some pretty good advice. This week, not so great, but only been one game. So we'll wait and see. Well, I don't know. I told most people to bench Knight this week. Yeah, it hasn't been going great. I said I wasn't that high on the Jags D. I told some people to start Garrett Wilson. So not been great. Stupid Thursday night football. I hate Thursday night football. Yeah, and the Vikings are in a dome. I mean, that is a plus, but I'm going Rodgers, man. Swift or Ken Walker. If Ken Walker is playing, start Ken Walker. 6-point pass TD. Fields or Burrow. Go with Joe Burrow. What's up? High flex. Ayuk or Slayton. Non PPR. Ooh, this is a great question as I really like Slayton this game. Ayuk's gonna bounce back. You know, yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing a good job this year. I'm proud of myself as a whole. I'm gonna have misses every week. Like it's gonna happen. It's just it's part of the game. I'm gonna have a good amount of misses, and I've had my good amount of misses. But as far as me as a player this year, as a fantasy football competitor, and as a fantasy manager, and as someone who gives advice, it's been a solid year. It's not been incredible, but I'm proud of myself, and I think I did well. Yeah. All right. Let's look at. I want to take a quick look at the wide receiver cornerback matchups on PFF. So I'm about to answer Ayuk, but I love Slayton's matchup. I think there's a good amount of upside there where Darius Slayton could have his best game of the year. Ayuk is going to be so solid. He's going to bounce back. I think we're going to have to go Ayuk. I think we're going to go Ayuk on this one. Saying he's got some pretty good matchups with the corners. So what I'm doing here is basically like my answer is Ayuk, and I just wanted to check one last thing to see if it could sway me to Slayton. And I'm not gonna go with Slayton. I'm gonna stick with Ayuk. I think he has a much higher floor. That was a very tough question. I love Slayton's upside. I love it. The Giants will have to throw the ball a little bit in this game. As the Niners, they won't need to throw that much, but they can't run every single play. And Debo is out, so there's limited options Purdy can throw to, and Purdy's a pretty good quarterback. So Ayuk, final answer. Jeff Wilson over. No, so a shootout doesn't necessarily mean you want to start a running back in that committee. A shoot When you say a shootout, um, starting players in shootouts generally is good, but specifically with the shootout, you more so want the QBs and the receivers, right? You're thinking of a high-paced, fast-paced game. So start Goodwin. Now, what's even better scenario though is Chiefs. If you got to give me like a regular question to ask. So Jeff Wilson or Marquise Goodwin, it's easily Marquise Goodwin because like the other game is going to be a shootout as well, or not as a shootout, a high scoring game as well. But the Seahawks are going to be trailing, and so they're going to need to pass in the second half a lot. They're going to throw the ball early and often, and they're going to throw the ball even more in the second half to try to come back and keep up with the Chiefs. And their defense is bad. Seahawks defense is even worse than the Packers, I think. You starting Higgins or having Higgins has nothing to do with the decision. It just makes the game more fun to watch because when you play head to head, it's the stacking's not really a big deal. It doesn't really affect strategy or decisions for me in a regular head to head game. But it's more fun if Higgins catches touchdowns. I'll tell you that. Could you see close to 20 points from Bucks defense Sunday? That's highly unlikely, but it could happen. Defenses are tough to predict, tough to project. I'll put it like that. Very tough to project. But I do foresee a big play happening at the end when the Cardinals are in desperation mode. Let's bring the over under for that game. 40 points over under. Bucks favored to win by 7.5. That's a pretty big deal. Let's just call it 40 points and 8-point spread. 40 total points. I'll just make that easy, divided by 2 -4. So the final score Vegas is implying it's going to be around the Cardinals scoring 16 and the Bucks scoring 24 to 16. Yeah, 20 points will be difficult, but double digit points I think is very doable, like 12 points. There you go, buddy. You're getting better at fantasy. You're a competitor now, bro. You're a threat to win the Couch Fam Championships. And just so you know, again, as I always say, Couch Fam leagues are always very competitive. They're always my hardest leagues. I always do. I have a lot more success in all my other leagues. What's the weather in the East Coast? That's too much of a generalization. It's almost like asking what's the weather in the United States. So, um, go to NFLweather.com. We've been talking about weather all day, all week. Just know Bills Bears game, not good weather. Brown Saints game, the worst weather. Those two games are very important to keep track of. Very important. Pickens or Richie James? This guy said R. James. Richie James? Go with George Pickens, of course. Need a dart throw. Chark, Gallup, Demarcus Robinson, Richie James, half PPR. Points for return yards too. So I'm liking James. Afraid Chark will draw. Okay, so I don't know about return yards, but if Richie James is decent with the returns, just go with him. No brainer. I guess just go with it. Just go with Richie James then. Yeah. Like I don't know much about return yards. Richie James, good matchup. He's got good speed, and then he's getting you those return yards. So there's just so many ways to score, right? Positive game script, possibly a high scoring game, good weather. He's going to get you return yard points. He can break off for a big play. He'll definitely get some targets. Giants will need to throw the ball. So I think you know the answer better than me with that one. Yeah, let's go. Richie James, Justin Herbert or Cousins. Can't believe what does the world come to? I can't believe this. We're gonna go with Justin Herbert. Both options are amazing. Man, I don't know. I just made a huge trade in a dynasty league with Drew. You know Drew. You're couch captain, right, Lewis? So I just made this huge trade right here. I can't find it. Oh, there I have to click on it. So here, oh, nice. It's gonna be nice and big so we can see right here. There we go. So I get Christian Watson, Brock Purdy, a late round pick, a second round pick, and he gets Gardner Minshew, CeeDee Lamb, and basically a throwaway pick. So I have Trey Lance and I have Jimmy Garoppolo. And for some reason, in this league, I've been horrible with picking QB talent, just been terrible with it. And I kind of wanted to say I've been terrible in all my dynasty leagues, but that's not true. I do have Jalen Hurts in one dynasty league and I have Patrick Mahomes in another. So I'm like a boomer bust type of guy. I'm like a Mari Cooper, right? I'm either perfect with it. I have like the best dynasty quarterback or the worst. So I figure, like, look, man, I'm gonna have the starting Niners quarterback, and Brock Purdy right now is I posted this tweet a while ago. Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey are the ideal Shanahan duo. Brock Purdy is the ideal Shanahan quarterback, and CMC is the ideal Shanahan running back. Let's just take off the names, right? Because CMC was drafted super early. He's a superstar. We all know that. Zach Wilson's drafted super early, second overall. Brock Purdy's Mr. Irrelevant. If we just take out the names and where they were drafted, I would just look at Brock Purdy. I'd be like, this is the ideal quarterback for Shanahan. He's better than RG3. He's better than Kirk Cousins. He's better than Matt Ryan. He's better than Trey Lance. He's better than Jimmy G. And obviously, it's too early to tell. So, obviously, is he going to be better than Kirk Cousins? Maybe, not. Maybe he won't even be close to as good as Kirk Cousins. But I'm saying just right now, with him being mobile and whatnot. I mean, Kirk Cousins, he's been in the league for 8 years or something, right? Like Brock Purdy hasn't even played 8 games yet. He's just the ideal Shanahan QB. He executes his system perfectly, and then CMC is the ideal Shanahan running back, and he's definitely gonna. Other than politics and where you were drafted and whatnot, I don't see how he doesn't challenge that spot. And in my Dynasty League, look, I'm not going to miss. I'm going to have one of those guys. And Jimmy G, maybe he starts for another team next year. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's a high-end backup like Andy Dalton or Jameis Winston or Gardner Minshew. Or maybe he starts. I think there's a good chance he starts next year. And it's going to be Trey Lance or Brock Purdy starting for the Niners. And I have one of them. That's for sure. I honestly, I don't know. It's a tough question. He's definitely, your question, yes, he's going to challenge it. Yeah. It's just that you have the last, let's just say Trey Lance went number 1 overall, just to kind of make it clear, to simplify things. So you got the top draft pick in the entire draft, and then you have the last draft pick in the entire draft. So obviously one of them is going to have more pressure to start and be right because you traded away everything to go get Trey Lance. But if Brock Purdy wins, he wins. This is very similar. Now remember, Mike Shanahan was the coach. Shanahan and Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator on the Washington team with RG3. This is a very similar situation to RG3 and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins went round 5. Man, he went either 4, 5, or 6. I really don't. And RG3 went second overall, so it's very close. It was an early round 4. So Kirk Cousins went round 4. Trey Lance, RG3 went second overall. Trey Lance went third overall, and Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. So it's pretty close, man. Pretty close situation. The first guy, is a running quarterback as well. Was never a great passer. So it's very similar. And Kirk Cousins ended up taking that job. So it's it could happen. We will never see a story like this. This is close to the Kurt Warner story as we can, but it's Mr. Irrelevant instead of a grocery store stalker, whatever Kurt Warner was doing. I didn't watch the movie American Underdog yet. I didn't do my research yet. All right. Let's go over the news and then I'll answer some more questions. Let's go over the news though. All right, guys. You guys ready to do the news? Who's ready for the news? We ready? Not a lot of news today, by the way. All right, guys. Fantasy football NFL news for December 23, Friday. Let's go. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins is out for the rest of the year. He went on IR. Chargers safety Derwin James expects to play this week, week 16. 49ers activate defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw from IR. The D-line gets even stronger for the Niners. An elite, super elite start this week Niners D going against the Washington Commanders. Dolphins running back Jeff Wilson is questionable, but he has a really good chance of playing against the Packers. The Seahawks activate running back Wayne Gallman. Now they released what's his name, Tony Jones, recently. So Wayne Gallman's activated for depth. There is worry with Ken Walker, so we do have to monitor this news closely. All I know is he hasn't practiced and that it's rumored to be rest, but we don't know that. Kind of would be easy if they just ruled him out, maybe just to ease, just so we know exactly what's going on and to start our other players. Khalil Herbert, he's going to play this week. He just got activated from IR for the Bears. Aaron Donald shut down for the year. He will not be playing anymore this season. Cortland Sutton and Latavius Murray did both practice today for the Broncos. They are expected to play. Latavius Murray probably even higher chance of playing than Cortland Sutton. Cowboys rookie defensive end Sam Williams will not play this year. He was in a vehicle collision. I think he's suffered neck injuries, concussion. Prayers out to him. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery and is 100% real soon. Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs both have been missing practice due to illness, but both are expected to play, and both should be a full go for this big Eagles game. Also, T.Y. Hilton was recently signed by the Cowboys. He should be playing and active this week against the Eagles. Right tackle Jack Conklin and the Browns agreed to a 4-year, $60 million extension, with $30 million of it being fully guaranteed. The Bills elevate wide receiver Cole Beasley from the practice squad yet again. He had one catch last week. Let's see if he has more this week. And offensive lineman for the Packers, David Bakhtiari, is doubtful. Has he even played this year? I think he's barely played this year. And Bucks have a lot of players out. 5 players already ruled out for the Bucks include Donovan Smith, Vita Vea, Jamel Dean, Carl Nassib, and Genard Avery. All right, that's going to do it for the news for today. And of course, you guys heard about Miles Austin. Let me see, do I have this up? I'll just read Adam Schefter's tweet. The NFL confirmed today that New York Jets wide receiver coach Mike Austin has been suspended for violating the NFL's gambling policy. Miles Austin is appealing that suspension. The league will have no further comment until the appeal has been resolved. All right. And just your daily reminder again, guys, Calvin Ridley is a Jacksonville Jaguar. Just to remind, sometimes we forget that. I just wanted to make that clear in case we forgot again. It's very hard to win a couch league. What's up, Judge? Having trouble in deciding who to start in flex. McLaurin, Dobbins, Swift. Don't start Swift. He's too risky. So it's going to be between McLaurin and Dobbins. Let's go with Dobbins. Especially since you said half PPR. Yeah, Purdy looks... He's checking all the boxes. He looks like a veteran. He's making veteran. Let me see if we can find this cool video. I like to have fun on the list. This is something I want to do. My boy JT O'Sullivan, I think. I heard about this video. I've only seen a clip of it. Let's see if we can find this video that I've heard of. Zach Wilson experience is nearing its end. Damn right, dude. Let's see if we can get this. You guys can hear the sound
from Dish and get up to $300 in reward cards.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Brock Purdy, first career start, massive game, great performance versus the Bucks. Absolute beatdown from the 49ers. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder, we have revamped the Quarterback School Patreon community. It has Buccaneers here. First play, looks like he's going to alert middle field close play, and he's going to get smoked from up top. Fortunate right here that this is roughing the passer. Hard to see from the all-22 version. I'm guessing he either hit him in the head or led with his head, but this is right. So they're going to bring a sixth player. We need to have a hot option, and we're essentially running triple pick here. So all these guys coming up, same one that a similar play that Brock Purdy runs in for a touchdown later, and we're trying to get the ball on this shallow. Technically this throw is to the right side of the field, but if you're going to take this as your hot, you really got to be bailing and understand the time and space to be able to get this throw off. Normally, if this is your hot and you've got an extra guy coming, one of these guys up top on the path to this triple pick needs to be looking. So somebody over here needs to be the designated hot option. So again, you just play it out. Where do you want the ball to go hot? No one's looking up top, right? You could hit somebody in the ear or the hip, but not great scheme here for me. And on Purdy too, to know the protection, know where he's hot. Again, easy for me to say, but first play of the game, you would think you would have this kind of stuff dialed in. Again, just go through the 5-0. The inside front is covered. So the inside core, the center and two guards, and then the tackles are out. 22's coming on our right. Nobody's looking hot. Kittle, no. Juszczyk, no. Ayuk not getting his head around, even if we were to work the other side. That's tough. Fortunate right there to get a penalty, really. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Kittle, middle of the field. Now, NFL teams eventually are going to stop allowing him to do this, but right here with the weak safety 22 poaching, it's essentially wide open for 3rd and 7. Again, safety up top. I'll point him out once we get done with the shift. So, however, and whatever this read is, I can't tell you, not in their rooms, but when he goes to hunt up the number 3 over here.
Trying to find this one clip.
2, 3 eligible, whatever he's running, it creates a massive void to just be able to work this thing. And this kind of reminds me of the hot throw that Purdy had last week to Kittle on a really crucial down and distance. Now that was versus 0, but this is still middle field pressure. That is outstanding for our second side running the wide path. Purdy's going to move in the pocket and make that throw. So Trent Williams squeezes 45. He's down. Great. Now Purdy is hot to our right. He's now going to slide to his right, stay alive, and get the ball out. That's pretty sweet. First start ever in the NFL. It was really something that I loved watching him play in this game. Not only does he have to navigate all these crazy cascade shifts and motions, we have to know where our hots are. Big duel, get it out. Whoop, and just go. No, now he kind of skips it to me. See how he kind of potentially, again, to me, I'm thinking pocket, that base. There's a lot to like. I mean, there's a lot to like, but there is still certainly room where you're like, hey, we can get through some things from the pocket, make a little bit easier, drive the ball down the field, be a better day. Next one here, 3rd and 5, touchdown pass up top, McCaffrey. Now the defender up top is certainly guessing. Adjustment to the fact that so we take advantage of it. Again, love the matchup. Nice base here, ripping this thing, finding enough time, taking a shot. A little bit of a
oh my god, look at this play.
Whoop. Takes a shot though. That's a great
wow.
But I really think for this play, for me, it's the structure of the front. So they invert the tackles and the linebackers. See how the bigs are at the second level here? So to me here, this is a really one of those premium kind of funky fronts. Linebacker type at the first level. And then they've got their bigs at the second level. So why would you do this? You would do this to get a big on a back. And normally you'd have a running back there. Well, that's a tight end, and that tight end can block. So it really doesn't matter. They think that they're going to trick F us. We trick F them with our pass protection unit and how we design this play. So really nice job design-wise, pass protection world, to be able to get Kittle in the backfield, to be able to block a big defensive lineman in the A gap. So he still struggles with it, and the center takes an L, and you're not always going to win, but we got enough time, right, to be able to get on our back foot, all our cleats in the ground, and throw a touchdown pass. So the game within the game, beautiful job from Purdy too. Next one here, another one that I think just learning-wise here, we can get better at. This is a slant to the bottom. So slant to the bottom, for me, versus press, You have to be able to sit on that back foot. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I just prefer middle field close, and then come back foot. So that, I mean, he's not around. More time.
Okay, bye.
And the ball's out with good rhythm, good accuracy, allows for some yak after the you catch, or if you say you catch. That's the one good.
I'm not going to be able to
More
find
heel
it.
clicky than some.
It could be at the very end. It's
But he's
just
on
wanted to
top
show
right
this
before
one little
yards down the
clip.
field, so it's even easier. But he takes a massive shot here, so we can't pick up the ET game on our right, their left. You know, everyone's favorite tackle needs to come off there and pick up that tackle probably. But this is a go in motion, and Kittle moves. Well, now we got two people moving.
All right, here it is. I found it. I found it.
First off, let's stop their left.
All right, I found it. Here's the
You know,
clip I wanted you
Everyone's
guys
favorite
to
tackle needs
see.
to come off there and pick up that tackle probably. But this is a big boy throw right before half, right after kind of a fortunate non-interception. So line of scrimmage procedure. First off, let's talk about this. So watch Kittle down here. He's not on the line of scrimmage. So we're going to go in motion, and Kittle moves. Well, now we got two people moving. Okay. So if that's a shift, it's fine. But if that's a motion and he's going to stay in motion, the quarterback has to stop you like that. Okay, so let me say that again. This is a good learning for everybody. If you have a motion, so let's just pretend this is a motion. I don't know for sure. He's going to come across and then come back here, and we want to snap this thing on the go. Well, when he goes in motion here, Kittle moved up. That's two people moving. So what you do playing quarterback is you go easy, stop. And you just have the guy who's in motion stop his feet at his landmark, motion landmark. So then you can have, it basically turns into a shift, but you do it on the fly. Now, that's impressive for a 10-year bet. For a guy making his first start, it's pretty awesome. Look at him. He's totally in control at the line of scrimmage. Just stay there. And we throw a touchdown pass off it. That's awesome. And he takes a shot. Oh, that's a hell of a first half, man. That is outstanding. This procedure at the line of scrimmage is pretty awesome. Go. Whoa. Stop. Need you to stop.
Watch this
Stay over
part.
there. You're good. All right, touchdown pass. Double move, and we take a shot. Now, being super critical, and I talk about this damn near every week. If you're going to pump fake, you got to be conscious not to drift to the side you're pumping. So see how he drifts to his left? The ball's on the hash. You know, you'd love to dovetail, stay in the center. You know, does he take a hit because of it? Maybe a half hit, but that's just a massive play. So that is a wrap. Week 14.
All
Brock
right, this play
Purdy,
right here,
absolute
this is why I'm
destroying
showing
Tom
you this
Brady in the butt.
video.
Gives his guy a shot.
This is
He
incredible.
gets to his throwing position and he rips it down the field. Just really nice to be able to see him kind of have a full array of throws, big plays down the field, create with his feet, rip it like this on time. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say there's anticipation here, but he's on time. He drives that thing. It's right up here, touchdown right before half. There's a lot to
All right,
like
here,
there.
this
So
play
first off,
right
the
here
line of
again.
scrimmage procedure is outstanding. We'll talk about it the next time we watch it. A little stutter go up top, double move. Takes a big shot.
Oh my
Gives his guy a
god.
shot.
Oh my god.
Now, sure, you'd love to put that thing another, 5-10 yards down the field, so it's even easier, but he takes a massive shot here. So we can't pick up the ET game on our right, their left. You know, everyone's favorite tackle needs to come off there and pick up that tackle probably. But this is a big boy throw right before half, right after kind of a fortunate non-interception. So line of scrimmage procedure. First off, let's talk about this. So watch Kittle down here. He's not on the line of scrimmage. So we're going to go in motion, and Kittle moves. Well, now we got two people moving. Okay. So if that's a shift, it's fine. But if that's a motion and he's going to stay in motion, the quarterback has to stop you like that. Okay, so let me say that again. This is a good learning for everybody. If you have a motion, so let's just pretend this is a motion. I don't know for sure. He's going to come across and then come back here, and we want to snap this thing on the go. Well, when he goes in motion here, Kittle moved up. That's two people moving. So what you do playing quarterback is you go easy, stop. And you just have the guy who's in motion stop his feet at his
Start
landmark,
good
motion
one,
landmark.
Piper.
So then you
Dennis
can have,
Piper.
it basically turns into a shift, but you do it on the fly. Now, that's impressive for a 10-year bet. For a guy making his first start,
Start Walker if he's
it's
playing
pretty
Luka.
awesome. Look at him. He's totally in control at the line of scrimmage. Just stay there. And we throw a touchdown pass off it. That's awesome. And he takes a shot. Oh, that's a hell of a first half, man. That is outstanding. This procedure at the line of scrimmage is pretty awesome. Go. Whoa. Stop. Need you to stop. Just stay over there. You're good. All right, touchdown pass. Double move, and we take a shot. Now, being super critical, and I talk about this damn near every week. If you're going to pump fake, you got to be conscious not to drift to the side you're pumping. So see how he drifts to his left? The ball's on the hash. You know, you'd love to dovetail, stay in the.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little bit of Purdy film. It was at the very end. That's the play I wanted to show you guys. That was pretty sick. I'm glad I watched that whole. Okay, so He told the guys to chill so there wouldn't be two guys in motion. So he saved them from getting a penalty. Pump faked, took a massive hit, and then threw a touchdown to a receiver. Wow. Mr. Irrelevant. Half PPR, Gus Bus, Dubs, Jeff Wilson, or Sutton. Oh, man. Let's look at what times these guys play. So let's narrow this down to Jeff Wilson and Dubs. Romeo Dubs. Romeo Dubs plays Sunday. Oh, they play in the same game. Okay. What I want to do is, yeah, so we narrowed it down to Dubs and Jeff Wilson. Duh, they play the same game. I didn't count. I forgot they did. So if Jeff Wilson were 100% healthy, I would start Jeff Wilson. So as of right now, put Dubs in and just keep track of Jeff Wilson's status and his reports. And I think you're going to want to put Jeff Wilson in. We'll see how he does. So that's what's good, is that they play in the same game and you have that luxury. So put in Dubs for now so you won't risk taking a 0. And then swap him out for Jeff Wilson as long as he's healthy. And Dennis, I told you to start Goodwin. Go Niners, that's right. Chase Young, yes, he is making his debut this game. Yo, Couch, thanks again for a great season. And the best team by far in my league, but missed out playoffs due to bad injuries at bad times. Appreciate you, my friend. Good luck. Better luck next year. I don't I don't know if you know how Mr. Irrelevant works, but anybody drafted the last pick of the draft is just referred to as Mr. Irrelevant. Now, what you're kind of really saying is we hope he can capitalize off that and be the best Mr. Irrelevant either. Now, you guys help me out here. So I have a question for you guys. I don't watch a lot of other sports. Who else is a good Mr. Irrelevant? Because the only one I know who I've actually met is Isaiah Thomas, was drafted by the Sacramento Kings. He was Mr. Irrelevant. That was like 10 years ago. So it's like he had a pretty good career. Other than that, who is there any other? Mr. Irrelevant in sports that's as good as Brock Purdy or Isaiah Thomas? Because that's just how you earn Mr. Irrelevant. You're the last guy to be drafted in the entire draft. So hopefully he's the biggest Mr. Irrelevant, the best Mr. Irrelevant. You know, that would be sick. All right, let's look at my rankings. I adjusted my rankings a little bit. It's going to be very close. Any of these top 7 defenses are great. So I got the Broncos ranked 7. The Rams are out of it because I think the Broncos are going to win. And so, oh yeah, you're saying Broncos versus Browns. Actually, yeah. So I'm going with the Browns D with this one. They have way too much upside for me to ignore. So I'm going Browns D. I also do trust the Browns offense a little bit more not to screw it up too much. Oh man, a lot of people passed away, man. It's been rough. Yeah, one day after the Immaculate Reception anniversary, I think, too. R.I.P. Franco Harris. Brock Sturdy. He knows what to do. Yeah, I started Zay Jones in one league, and I'm pretty pissed at myself. I didn't have any good options, but I'm still mad. I went back. I was starting Zay Jones, then I benched him. I dropped like Treylon Burks, and I added KJ Osborne, and I started Deion Jackson. I probably should have started KJ Osborne instead of Zay Jones, but what a tough choice. I guess I'm not beating myself up too much. What I'm gonna do is, pick my kicker. I think it's gonna come down to my kicker. So you know what? I freaking like that. I like that. It's gonna come down to the kicker that I pick up because I don't have a kicker. And you know what? I love that. That's how it should be. I tell everyone to pick up kickers. I recommend them. I'm the self-proclaimed kicker whisperer. It's been kind of an up and down year with kickers, especially the second half of the season. And it's been crazy. And it's going to put my knowledge and my skills to the test. And I'm going to probably go Ryan Suckup. If he's not available, I'm going to probably go Cameron Dicker. And I'm going to freaking win and go to the finals. And it's in the one league that everyone made fun of me for. It's the Yahoo draft. Everyone made fun of me for, including myself. I'm in the semis. Most points for. Locked up a bye week. Let's go. I was pretty pissed I started Zay Jones. But we can still win, man. We can still win. We can still win. Yeah, Browns D it is. You got to know how to spell Evan Ingram. It's Evan with an E. Ingram. Other guy, the Saints running back, Mark Ingram's with an I. Yeah, if people want to, I am down to do that. I don't think we will though, to be honest. But if people want to, I will. I kind of forgot all these Saturday games are going on, so I don't want to live stream tomorrow. I don't want to do that. But yeah, we could. I'm down to do some drafts if other people are. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays to everybody. Especially you, Anthony. Cowboys are my normal D, so I might switch back to them. Well, I don't like the Cowboys D as much. These are my rankings here, so why don't you just go get the Bucks D? Wish it was that easy. I would consider Nikola Jokic Mr. Irrelevant based on where he was taken, but it's clearly this. That's not. This is the guy who doesn't get how Mr. Irrelevant works. So I'm sorry, bro. You have to be the very last player drafted to be Mr. Irrelevant. There is no opinions about this. It's just a fact. If you're the last player of the draft, like Isaiah Thomas for the Sacramento Kings or Brock Purdy for the San Francisco 49ers, you're Mr. Irrelevant. Now, now he'd have to be like almost the last. Where did Nikola Jokic? Where can I go? His Wikipedia? Now, if he was drafted like second to last or something, I guess kind of, but I don't think. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty close. Round 2. So, like, what is that? Like early to mid round 2? I guess you could kind of stretch that, but no, it's got to be Mr. Irrelevant. That's just that's like, wouldn't Tom Brady be considered better than that? If you do the percentage, right? You'd say Tom Brady's better than Jokic. Tom Brady was even better. I don't have NBA knowledge, but thanks to Wikipedia, yeah, I am an NBA expert all of a sudden. I filmed videos with NBA players. Judge says he's down. Maybe we just do one draft. All right, I'm down. Let's go. I don't know why I did kind of want to look at the pick'ems. Let's look at the pick'ems. Let's see. Let me see if I have any of my projections are like way crazier than their projections. Desmond Ritter. Oh my God, he's gonna really throw for that many yards. I could go over. Desmond Ritter over. I like the over on Desmond Ritter. Deshaun Watson, 150 yards. Dang. Oh man. That's so low. These are all pretty much on point. Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy over? We could do Brock Purdy over. Dak Prescott over. No, Dak Prescott under. Dang, Tua 274 yards. You can go under for Tom Brady. Under for Tom Brady. We're starting him in Thrones, so if I get it wrong, I'd love that. That would be great. Go over for Montgomery. Ooh, 111 yards for Henry. I like that. I'm going to go over Nick Chubb. I like that. I think Nick Chubb will get close to 100 yards. All right, I'll do it. What do you got? You guys like my picks? Ryan Suckup was Mr. Irrelevant? They're not going to count it for a kicker. I didn't know that. I might go with Mr. Irrelevant. Let's go, baby. All right, so these are my picks. I'm doing pick 'em. Under for 260 yards for Tom Brady and over for 100 rushing yards for Nick Chubb. All right, let me lock this in. All right, it's locked in. I locked it in. $10 to win 30. Let's go. I locked it in. Start Dak Prescott. What's up, hard boiled? Start 2 out of these 4. That's right. Old pictures are funny. Start 2 out of these 4. Hopkins, Mixon, Pittman, and Deontay Johnson. So let's start Mixon. He's a no-brainer. And for our second guy, it's going to be really let's bench Deontay Johnson. It's going to be really close between Hopkins and Pittman. Really close. Now, I think I may have ranked Pittman higher, to be quite honest. I probably did. I'm telling everyone to start Pittman, but because you have DeAndre Hopkins, it's just going to be too hard to bench. I think I would go with Hopkins, but just so you know, that's kind of how I have it ranked. Number 1, Mixon. Number 4, Deontay Johnson. It's really close. I just don't think you should be benching Hopkins because you have 2 things. You have the game script. McSorley's going to have to throw even if it's garbage time. And he's just a more reliable, he's just a better receiver. And then with Pittman, we don't quite know what's up with this Chargers Colts game. We don't really know. I think we have a good idea what's up with the Bucks Cardinals game. I mean, it's tough, man. It's a tough one. I mean, I'm interested to see what the chat thinks. Hopkins, who would you start, chat? Hopkins or Pittman? Let's see what the chat thinks. Oh, and you're on Twitch, so you won't be able to see it, but I will relay what they're saying. Nolan Ryan or Albert Pujols being selected in the last to late rounds of their draft. Baseball's totally different, huh? That draft works really weird, and so does hockey. So I guess it's but that's crazy that those guys were selected that late. Nolan Ryan and Albert Pujols. Dang, I'm like upper echelon Hall of Famers. That's crazy. I did not know Ryan's Wikipedia, man. Wikipedia. I did not know that. Ryan Suckup. And what team selected him? I don't even know that. I don't think it was the Bucks. Highest field goal percentage by a rookie. The Chiefs. He was round 7, pick 256. It doesn't say who he was drafted by. The Chiefs? I guess it was the Chiefs because it says 2009. It had to be the Chiefs. To the Chiefs, to the Titans, now the Bucks. Highest field goal percentage by a rookie. Dang, I'm learning a lot. I did not know that. 86.2%. That's pretty good. Mr. Irrelevant. Suckup was the Buccaneers starting place kicker in their 31-9 victory over the Chiefs in Super Bowl 55, becoming the first Mr. Irrelevant to play and win a Super Bowl as a starter and an active player. So we do have a real Mr. Irrelevant here. I mean, he won a Super Bowl. I'm probably rolling with him at kicker in multiple leagues. Let's go, babe. I'm getting hyped. I just traded for Brock Purdy in Dynasty. I'm going with Ryan Suckup in the semifinals in at least 2 leagues. Let's go for the win. I'm in Indiana. It's minus 45 right now. Safe to say I shouldn't play Tyler Bass playing in Chicago. That is worrisome with it's the wind though. It's the wind. It is 7 degrees tomorrow, 22-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, we probably want to lower Tyler Bass. That is pretty scary. That is pretty scary. That's not ideal winds. Let's put him I'll just put him here, 13. I'm not too that is a great point. Like, man, in this type of wind, and then the Chicago, everyone's scared of the Chicago wind. Everyone knows that swirly winds, wind gusts. On top of that, it's cold as heck, which I mean doesn't really hurt much, but it's probably so icy and slippery out there. All right, we'll do one. We'll do at least one draft. The judge is in here. Let me see what the people are saying. Amari Cooper or Pickens? Go with George Pickens, Jim. Okay, everyone is saying Hopkins. So hard-boiled, if you're still here, everyone's saying Hopkins. Bro, it's Trace McSorley starting on the Cardinals. What are you talking about? Manuel's kind of taking this like you're trying to write like a movie right now. We just want to know if you should start Hopkins or Pittman. We don't want to know which one makes for the best plot, which one will be the bigger blockbuster hit, and who should be the main character and the protagonist and antagonist, and who needs to be the screenwriter and all that. Someone wants to do $150 head to head. I don't want to spend that much, but yeah, I am down. I will not back up. I will not back off. I will do that. We'll do that. I think we just do one draft this week. Just do one big draft. Get it over with. That's not. I don't. What? No, it's not a pick. It's not. I wouldn't call it a pick. I would just call it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a pick. Yeah. Well, I'll look. Yes. Thank you. I'll just say thank you. I'll be nice. Thank you. Ryan Suckup did get me hyped for sure. Ryan Suckup, baby. I love it. In a dome, great game script. We love it. Nah, I could do 150. It'd just be my one and only draft. I'm down to do 150. What's your drafter's username? Let me know your drafter's username. Yeah, that time. What? Well, who else is your other kick? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you see my rankings. I mean, the rankings are the rankings for kickers. There's not much need for much more analysis unless you need to know why for everything. Just go and freaking get one of these top kickers here. Even Graham Gano's actually, I might even like Graham Gano more than Brett Maher, actually. So I don't know about this Dallas Eagles game. This game looks really scary, actually. Actually, I'm going to go like this. Yeah. So, yeah. Cow Rush. All right, let's go 150 then. Let's go 150. Eric's. Hey, man, thanks for doing this. So my RBs are Ken Walker, Mixon, Kamara, Najee, and Dabbins. What two do I start? And do I start a third in flex over Hopkins? Man, oh, man, these questions are they're all amplified because it's the playoffs, but lots of hard questions. All right, so the number one guy I would want to start would be Joe Mixon. So definitely start him. You do have the luxury of benching Walker. Najee Harris is the guy I'm benching. Dobbins is a guy I'm benching. So now we narrowed it down to Ken Walker, Mixon, and Kamara. You're starting Kamara. You're starting Mixon. And I think that's it. Let's just leave it at that. Start Joe Mixon, start Kamara, and that's it. And third option would be Hopkins. Like, I love Hopkins, but let's just go with the running backs. Hey, Gano is good, man. You saw I just ranked him up one more spot. Yeah. Gano's the type of kicker that, like, no matter how I have it ranked, especially this week, you don't really need to drop him just because I have Suckup and Dicker higher. You really don't. He's playing in a dome. It's high scoring. Vikings defense is not good. Giants have been winning a lot of games. They're always in it. They're always competitive. Gano could be the most reliable kicker this year. I think he was only inaccurate like one game. He's very reliable, very accurate, insanely accurate this year. He's very good, and the coach knows that too. So yeah, I mean, I'm fully for Gano. I love, I believe in my rankings and I love my rankings, but it's like you don't need to go out your way if you got Gano, man. You can really roll with him. Actually, I'm more scared of Daniel Carlson, actually. A little bit of wind that game. A little bit of wind, a little bit of cold weather. I probably would rather go Graham Gano. It's a dome. It's so safe. There you go, man. Just because of that, just because of the weather, wouldn't you rather go with a kicker in a dome? And then Daniel Carlson's super elite still. All right, well, Clutch Cow, let's go ahead and do this thing. Yep, Graham Gano over Nick Folk. I was just answering someone else's question, bro. This has nothing to do with. I was answering this guy's question. Why would you bench Kamara? You really think Kamara is not going to get like a bunch of touches this game? I don't. I think you're freaking out over other people's lineups now. You're freaking out too much. Freak out only about your lineup. I didn't say Najee Harris should be benched by everybody alive. And a lot of people need to start Najee Harris this week. That's fine. Yeah, and I have my rankings up right here for kicker. Everything's fine. Everything's here. Who to start? Amari Cooper, Akers, Kareem Hunt, or Knox? All right. Clutch Cow. I'll just call you Cow. Cow, let's get ready for this. We're ready. I guess we're going to go with Cam Akers. Yeah, let's go Cam Akers. God, that's a tough one. Can you add Marquise Goodwin or Darius? Like, can you add like a real player or nah? I guess it's between Amari Cooper. No, I'll make it. No, definitely not. You definitely don't make it. That's not I gotta know you put some real settings, and the people want to see the settings, man. Definitely not. All right, I'll make it. All right, let me just write this down. We are drafting on drafters.com. Go to drafters.com and use promo code. No, we're not doing anything stupid like that. Not for $150. Want some people can keep up with. New users. Couch 25 for re-up. I just want to make that clear. So you guys can do snake drafts as well. just like this one. You can do GPP tournaments. You can do pick 'em. Just go to drafters.com or download the Drafters Fantasy Sports app. Use promo code COUCH100 if you're a new user. Use promo code COUCH25 if you want to re-up and put some more money in. All right, let's do Beat the Brain. NFL let's do NFL. Let's do Saturday to Monday. All right. Let's do Beat the Brain heavyweight bout. 2 entries, $150 buy-in. Winner take all. Let's go. It's going down, baby. 60 seconds per pick. All right, let's do 3 QBs. Wait, should we do 3 QBs? Yeah, whatever. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 running back, 4 wide receiver, 3 tight ends, and 3 flex. Is that good with you? 3 QB, 3 running back, 4 wide receiver, 3 tight end, 3 flex, full PPR, only -1 per interception thrown. All right. We good? There goes half my money. What's his name? Cal Rush. There you go. I sent you an invite. All right, guys, here we go. Head-to-head snake draft, winner take all, $150 buy-in. This is a 1-week snake draft. It's going to be full PPR. It's going to be 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 4 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, and 3 flex going up against my opponent, Cal Rush. Oh my God, let's do it, baby. It's going down. Let's see who he's going to pick. All right, I am ready to do this. You ready? Hit that check mark. Let's go. Beat the Brain on a Friday. He's ready. Pick incoming. Let's go, baby. Patrick Mahomes. Great pick. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to go with Kelsey as my first pick. And let me see who I would go with my second pick. I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. That was a tough choice. Tough choice. Okay, Justin Jefferson and CMC. All right. It was between CMC and Tyreek Hill or this guy who I'm about to take. So my first pick's going to be Derrick Henry in my back-to-back picks. Yeah, I'm going to go with Henry and Eckler. It's already intense. There goes Adams. It's getting intense. Already intense. It started intense and it's still intense. It's carrying the intensity, the same levels of intensity every round. Pre-draft, during the draft, early round, mid-round, late round. It's going to be intense. There's $150 on the line. And this guy seems to know what he's doing. He's debating on this pick. What are you going to do, Cal? What are you going to do? Hey, it's for real money too, man. Real money on the line. Real money on the line. Josh Jacobs. Good pick. Good pick. I'm going to go Saquon. And Josh Allen. He's going with Nick Chubb. And pondering who his second pick is going to be. He went with Stephon Diggs. Very nice. I'm going to take Tua. My next pick probably won't go with QB. I'll go Mark Andrews. $150 on the line, people. Mano y mano. Beat the brain. What's up, Toast? I'll answer your question right after this. Whoo! Do you guys smell the smoke from over there? Can you guys see the steam coming out of the headphones? Wow. Some great picks. I underestimated you. I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm going Amon Ra. Very nice pick there with DK. I love that. That's who I was gonna, pick those out of those two. I'm going Amon Ra. And let's go CeeDee Lamb. Ramondre. Okay. I'm gonna go with Justin Herbert and AJ Brown. It's not just the wind, bro. I mean, it's not just the temperature, it's the wind. There's the wind for sure. Go with kind of an unorthodox tight end. One that got 0 points last week. I'm going with Pat Freiermuth. Let me actually put a star next to him. Let me see if there's any news on him. Freiermuth, Roto World. I don't think there's anything crazy there. I queued him up. Okay. Let's go with the Muth. And what do we need? 3 flex spots, and that's it. All right. So I'm going to go with Dalvin. I'm going to go with Waddle. And I don't know who to pick for my flex. I think we need to go with a running back. McKinnon, Kamara, James Conner, Joe Mixon, Ken Walker. Yeah, I'm going to go with the guy who's been hot. Let's go with McKinnon. So I don't want a wide receiver. Goodwin, Hopkins, Pittman, Slim Reaper, Mike Williams, Ayuk, Christian Watson. That's a cool one. DJ Moore's a good one. I'm gonna do it. I think the upside is there. That was tough. My only regret is right here right here instead of Mark Andrews, I probably should have picked a wide receiver. I just thought DK would fall. And so I was kind of a step behind with the wide receivers. I still love my team. I love what I did. The guy got Mahomes. I mean, that was the first overall pick. So yeah, man, that was awesome. So who do you think is gonna win? I'll answer some questions, then we'll head on over to Discord and end this live stream. Great draft by Mr. Cow. Good job, Cal Rush. He's got Mahomes, Jefferson, CMC, Adams, Jacobs, Chubb, Diggs, Chase, Metcalf, Joe Burrow, Ramondre, Kittle, Hawkinson, Kirk Cousins, Keenan Allen, and he went with Taysom Hill. Wow. So we both went kind of risky at the end. Taysom Hill could have a huge day in that type of game with all the Saints players out. But that's crazy. You're basically saying Taysom Hill, a top 6 tight end. And my team is Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen, Tua, Mark Andrews, Amon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Herbert, AJ Brown, Freiermuth, Dalvin Cook, Waddle, and McKinnon. One thing I did want to make clear, other than I probably should have went wide receiver instead of Mark Andrews there. One thing I do want to make clear is that I'm picking 2 tight ends who were huge busts last week. The tight end position is very volatile. It's very inconsistent and nearly impossible to predict. So if a tight end has a bad game last week, I don't let that derail me too much from picking him this week if it aligns. Now, Freiermuth, he didn't have Kenny Pickett throwing to him. Once Kenny Pickett took over, George Pickens and Freiermuth got a huge boost. Last week it was Trubisky. This week it'll be Pickett. Good matchup. I love starting kickers and tight ends and running backs. Basically, like starting anybody against the Raiders typically. Especially Freiermuth this game. It just smells like a Freiermuth game. And then Mark Andrews, a lot of worry with the quarterback situation and Greg Roman and this Ravens team as a whole. But if he's not covered, if they're not triple teaming him, Mark Andrews should get some targets this game. They have nobody else to throw to. I don't see how guys like Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews aren't running a ton of routes. Good draft. Good luck to everyone. Man, appreciate you, man. I think we got a pretty entertaining Beat the Brain going on. Toast, if you're still here, what's up, my friend? Pick 2 Fournette, Brian Robinson, AJ Dillon, Zach Moss. So number 1, I'm going to start Fournette, even if it's a 60-40 split, 60 Fournette, 40 Rachaad White, or 50-50. This is the game script. This is the matchup. Fournette is a must start. After that, it's very difficult. Brian Robinson, he's going to be a sit for me. So we're going to start Fournette. We're going to bench Brian Robinson. And so we're left between Zach Moss and AJ Dillon. And, I'm not starting Zach Moss unless I'm desperate. I don't want to start it. So I'm going to go with AJ Dillon. Wish for the best for you. That's a tough second choice, though. I'm actually much lower on Tony Pollard than most people. I think Pollard is a flex. Like, I'm starting him because, I got no choice. I'm starting him in my RB2 spot. It's not even close for me. Breece Hall's injured. Dameon Pierce is injured. Treylon Burks, I'm not starting. Yeah, KJ Osborne. I'm starting Tony Pollard, but I'm not as high on him as others. As of right now, it's Judy. I don't know what's up with Deontay Johnson's toe. I don't know what's up with Cortland Sutton, but if I had to answer right now, it's Jerry Judy. Adam Thielen or Donovan Peoples-Jones. I'd go with Adam Thielen. Swift or Montgomery? Go with Montgomery. Is Waddle a must start versus the Packers? Yes, start Waddle. No, for me, it's either Mahomes or Kelsey with the first overall pick. I would have went Kelsey probably, but no, it's not because of the weather for the Bills game. The weather is pretty nasty. So there's really and Jalen Hurts is hurt and the weather is nasty for Josh Allen. So there's not really too many options at quarterback. Mahomes has the highest ceiling and the highest floor. I don't think it was a bad pick at all for this guy. It probably was a great pick, but you guys know my strategy is to get Kelsey as fast as I can. Yeah, you have to pick 2 though, Lewis. Start Fields or Herbert at QB. I'm going to go with Justin Fields. It's I talked about this extensively. If you want to watch my rankings video, go check it out. It's very tough. It's very close. But here are my rankings. Joe Burrow 4, Justin Fields 5, Justin Herbert 6. It's very close. I like Justin Fields a lot. But I guess we're gonna, if you got Justin Fields, I guess you're gonna start him. You know what? Maybe I should have picked Justin Fields. I didn't even see him on here. He's ranked so low. Maybe I should have picked Fields instead of Herbert. But yeah, man, it's close. I got Fields at 5, Herbert at 6. Nah, I got it ranked right here. Josh Allen's still going to get 50 rush yards. That's still good. Remember, he's an elite runner. Just doesn't look like the typical QB run. He's a power QB runner. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is going to get about 89 receiving yards. The touchdown's hard to predict, but I would say probably 1 touchdown. And he'll catch about 7 or 8 passes. So what is that? That's going to be 15. That's going to be 20 fantasy, 20 and a half fantasy points for CeeDee Lamb full PPR. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to head on over to the Discord. We're going to do what I like to call office hours. You can head on over to the voice chat. You can talk, you can listen, you can do both. If you do want to head on over to the Discord, just get the Discord app. And I will drop the link right here if you guys want a link. Start Mark Andrews. Here's a link to the Discord. So you're just going to go on over to the Discord, go to the welcome section, read the rules, hit the green check emoji. And then in a few minutes, I will be on the voice channel. And yeah, you can talk, you can listen. We'll be in there chilling. Good luck to everyone this week. Hopefully you didn't start Zay Jones like I did in my $200 league. All right, guys. Enjoy the games tomorrow.